All right, guys, buckle up. It's story time. Children, Daddy's gonna tell you a story. So buckle down. Get all nestled in your beds. Get your blankets up nice and tight. We're at story time. Chronicled Wish is a new type of event wish that allows you to wish for certain rerun characters and weapons. Travelers can obtain random 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star items from Chronicled Wish. Wait, you still get 4 stars? Okay, that makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't you still get 4 stars? Okay, that I don't know why I thought otherwise, even for a split second. Okay. Unlike other event wishes, the item list of Chronicled Wish includes both 5-star characters and 5-star weapons. It also includes a number of event wish exclusive characters and weapons. Okay. I think that's like Hunter's Path and Bacon, right? A number of event, or even just Song of Broken Pines. Like, yeah. What are the rules of Chronicled Wish? Is there a wish guarantee? Wishes for Chronicled Wish requires intertwined fate. Okay, so there's not a new currency. Yeah, there's not a new currency. It's going to be the same cost per wish, unfortunately. We were on hopium that maybe it would be a cheaper, different type of wish, but it absolutely is not. So it is an intertwined fate. Before wishing, you must choose your chronicled path by selecting a 5-star character or weapon from the list of 5-star items. If the designated item is a character, the 5-star item you can obtain in the wish will all be characters. Whereas if the designated item is a weapon, the 5-star items you can obtain will all be weapons. Okay, we knew that. There are guarantees for both 5-star and 4-star items in the wish. A maximum of 90 wishes conducted will secure a 5-star item. So even for the weapon banner, it looks like it's 90 wishes. So it's not 80 like our current weapon banner. So even though you get a weapon guaranteed every other time, it's 90 instead of 80. So on a weapon banner, it takes a maximum of 240 wishes to get the guaranteed weapon. On the Chronicle Wish, it's going to be 180 wishes. So that's still 60 wishes sooner. So that's pretty good. Like if you want Song of Broken Pines, that's not bad. Like even if you want to do something crazy like R5 it or whatever, it's better. It's still a win. It's still good because it's 60 less wishes. When you obtain a 5-star item in this event wish, there's a 50% chance it will be the designated item. You're guaranteed to win a 4-star or above item at least once every 10 attempts. Okay, so nothing really different there. It's 50-50. But if you think about it, when you pull on the weapon banner, it's half of 75% to get the weapon that you want that's featured on the banner, right? What's half of 75? It's like 37.5. So on the current weapon banner, if you wanted to get the weapon you want on the first pull, it takes 80 wishes maximum for a 37.5% chance to get the weapon you want. This banner is 90 wishes and you get a 50% chance. So like the odds are way better. Like even though it takes 10 more wishes, even just trying to get it on the first pull is way better because you go up from 37.5% chance to 50% chance. And that's huge in my opinion. Absolutely huge. After choosing a 5-star item as your designated item, if you obtain a 5-star item that was not your designated item, you'll receive 1 fate point. Once you have reached the maximum amount of fate points, 1 fate point, seems kind of like a weird way to phrase it, but whatever. The next 5-star item you obtain through the wish is guaranteed to be a designated item. Obtaining the current designated item or changing your choice will reset the fate point. So yeah, you can't get the fate point and then decide to go for a different item based on what you get, which is kind of an interesting, it's not really that big of a distinction, but it kind of is, like, because I could imagine there is a world where you pull a certain item and maybe you might want to change your mind based on what you pull. Maybe it's possible. Like if there's 2 good bows on there that you want and you pick one and then you get the other one and then you're like, oh, I don't want the other bow anymore. Now I have this bow. And then you're like, oh, so maybe I'll change it to a claymore instead or something like that. There is a world where that could be like an interesting dynamic, but you can't do that. To take version 4.5's Chronicled Wish as an example, if you choose the character Dandelion Knight Jean as your designated item, then the 5-star items you might receive would be limited to the characters in the image below and would therefore not include weapons. As Jean is a designated item, if you were to receive the character Dance of the Shimmering Wave Eula instead, which is crazy because you can lose your 50-50 and get Eula. That just seems insane to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Imagine losing your 50-50 and you get Eula. That's bonkers. That's just nuts. Or even something simpler like you're going for Eula and you get Klee. Like you lose your 50-50 and you get Klee. Like even that's kind of cool, you know? That's so weird. That's just like mind-boggling, but it's also really interesting too. I don't even know what to say to that. It just seems insane. Yeah, if you get Eula instead, you receive a fate point. The next 5-star item that you obtain would be guaranteed to be Jean, which is so funny. Imagine going for Jean and you lose the 50-50 and it's Eula, and then you're like, oh yeah, now my Jean is guaranteed. I mean, Jean's actually pretty good because of Fiorina. Like Jean's actually become pretty cracked, but like it's just such a weird concept to me. It's so weird. Doesn't it seem weird? It just doesn't seem right. It seems so wrong. When the Chronicled Wish event ends, will my accumulated wishes carry over to the next Chronicled Wish? Okay, so it is a regular thing. They're acknowledging it is a regular thing. How about the fate points? Okay, so this is like the weapon banner. How the weapon banner doesn't carry over fate points, right? The wish guarantee count will continue to accumulate with Chronicled Wish and will carry over to the next Chronicled Wish. The wish guarantee count for Chronicled Wish is independent of the guarantee counts for other types of wishes. So yeah, you can't switch banners, which that's to be expected. No, I'm not surprised by that at all. Your fate points will not be carried over with the next Chronicle Wish. Okay, so yeah, you have to use your fate point, otherwise you lose it. Your fate point will be reset to 0 when the current Chronicle Wish ends. Okay, so it says EG, but I think we basically know what this is going to say. You don't get to keep the Chronicled Fate or the fate point. Will the item list change between different Chronicled Wished periods? Are there corresponding rules for said changes? The items in each different Chronicled Wish period may change. For details, please stay tuned for Chronicled Wish event notices. Only event-exclusive 5-star characters that have already appeared in the Character Event Wish or Character Event Wish 2 at least 3 times and have also not appeared in any recent event wishes will appear in Chronicled Wish. Okay. Very, very strange. So they can purposely keep characters out. This is how Hoyo purposely keeps certain desired characters out of the banners, right? They basically just say, well, we can't put Kazuha in there. He just came out, or we just had him in a banner. So this is oh my god, they're gonna manipulate this so bad. I know it. They're just gonna like purposely keep really good characters out of it by putting them on recent banners. I know it. That's the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be all the really good characters like Kazuha, Yelan, any of the S tier characters. That's what they're gonna do. That's why Kazuha's in 4.5, so that he can't show up in 4.7. That's basically it, right? Oh my god, now we know. When will Chronicled Wish be available? Chronicled Wish events will be available from time to time. Please stay tuned to our official news for detailed information about when they will be available. If you still have any questions about Chronicled Wish, feel free to leave them in the comment section or stay tuned for future official announcements. For more detailed rules, please check out the details section on the event page after the game is updated. Okay, interesting. So, I guess the question is, I guess we don't know the answer to this, but is it going to be 3 weeks long? Is it going to be 6 weeks long, like the whole patch? Are they shortening the other 2 patches to fit this in the last 2 weeks? Like, are we going to get 2 weeks of Ito Chiori and then 2 weeks of Kazuha Nouvellette and then 2 weeks of this banner? I wonder if they would do something like that. Would they do that? Or are they just going to run this for randomly at some point? Maybe 1 week overlapping with Shiori and 1 week overlapping with Nouvellette, maybe, or it could be all 6 weeks. Who knows? Whew. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I'm flabbergasted. This is insane. This needed to be done though. Like, can y'all see why this needed to be done? It's so obvious, right? Like, every time we get a new character, a new 5-star character, the pool gets bigger. The character pool is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And like, how are you supposed to fit all these characters in these banners? There's no way, right? They need another way. So this is smart. Like, this is a way to get the old characters into a new system so that like you can just start featuring the more current characters and not have to feature the old characters and keep things fresh and exciting. Because like, we don't want to see Klee for the 5th time. And it's not a dig against Klee. I'm just saying we don't want to see the same characters running time and time and time and time again, right? We want to see the newer characters and have a different system for the older characters. We don't need a 10th banner for Klee. You know, like that just it gets stale after a while, right? So it's good that we have this new system. Put all the old characters in a back catalog system. Give us the fresh characters that we haven't seen a lot of and let them run more frequently so that, you know, I think it's a good choice. It makes sense to me.